Browser games can be some of the most versatile games out there, fitting it to any PC or Mac with no hardware restrictions. All you need is a good web browser and you're good to go. Here are 10 free browser games that you need to play in 2021. Number 10, Betrayal.io. With a surge of Among Us players all around the globe, there were bound to be a few who take inspiration from it. One such game heavily inspired by Among Us is Betrayal.io. It's almost the same, bringing the difference in design, artwork, backstory, and concept. Wow, that really doesn't make it sound like it's the same game at all. In this game, you're part of the movie The Betrayer, and you are tasked with fulfilling the roles of the betrayer and the crewmates of the movie. The game is completely free to play on a browser and available right now. A fun game if you're looking to play Among Us but need a little bit of a change. Number 9, Downtown 1930s Mafia. Another game that is heavily inspired is Downtown 1930s Mafia. That's taken its inspiration from 2K's Mafia games. Downtown 1930s Mafia is more the same in its concept and gameplay, but adds a new dimension with its multiplayer options. It's like an open world retro Mafia simulator that's on a multiplayer model. The basic structure of the game is to level up your gangs and reputation in the city. The backstory is also quite straight up. You're an immigrant that's new to America, and you got to make your way up the chain of command in your gang. Seems pretty similar, doesn't it? The game looks decent with both good visuals and gameplay elements. The game is available on your browser and free to play. Number 8, Runescape. Even though developers Jagex released Runescape way back in 2001, the game somehow lives on in this unlikely space as a browser game. And point-and-click MMORPG set in the vast medieval fantasy realm of Gilnor, Runescape continues to be a craze even to this day, as you can take part in over 200 quests while you explore a world filled with diverse races and guilds seeking power. You can choose the types of skills you want to train in, such as combat, artisan, gathering, support, and elite. As you level up your skills, you will become more advanced, which will ultimately help you complete more quests that require higher levels. Number 7, Adventure Quest. Adventure Quest is a single-player RPG, hence the customization for a character is more or less identical with the RPG format. In this game, you get to fight hordes of monsters, and depending on your personality, you can choose to be a ninja, wizard, fighter, rogue, or paladin, amongst others. The game's world is filled with magic, several hundreds of items, and over an apparent 700 monsters for you to fight. Pretty darn big for a browser game, don't you think? Take part in dozens of quests. It's basic RPG knowledge. The more you win, the stronger your character gets, and the more progress you make. Simple. Number 6, Tanky Online. This browser multiplayer tank game has gone completely under the radar for many and should really be spoken about more. Tanky is one of those browser gems that you'll keep playing with your friends for hours on end. This game doesn't fool you at all when it says it's a tank. It's a tank game. The very basic definition of a tank-based arcade game. The game does very well with performance on HTML5, making it great for Chromebook users, and even though the game seems quite simple at first, the various different game modes in the game are what bring out its uniqueness and diversity. Definitely a game to check out right now. Tanky Online is available on browser as it is free to play. Number 5, Pokemon Showdown. Children and grown-ups alike love this online battle simulator. It's like playing the Pokemon video games without actually having to put in the work. No waiting to rest or level up, you just jump straight into battle. You can build a custom team if you have a preference for the Pokemon you want to use, or you can join a random one and battle with whatever you get. Pokemon Showdown is now available on browser and, again, is free to play. Number 4, Slither.io. So, Slither.io is a new and improved snake game on browser and currently has millions of players around the world playing it every single day. If you've played the original Snake on any Nokia device, you'll probably know. The goal is to become the longest snake of the day. Of course, there are gigantic differences with the original Snake, but once you start playing around, you're bound to get a hang of the new rules. All you have to do to grow is get other slithers to run into your body and just watch your snake grow. If you end up breaking the record for the biggest snake that day, you get to leave the message on the screen for everyone who's playing to see. Make yourself known amongst other players. Slither.io is available on browser and is free to play. Number 3, Neopets. Neopets has been running for the longest time, ever since it was first brought out into the world in November of 1999. Game designers Adam and Donna Powell released arguably one of the best browser games, and people are still at it after so many years. Neopets is a virtual pet website where players can own virtual pets and care for them using Neocash. Even after 20 years, Neopets still exists and is active thanks to its beloved events, dailies, pet customization, and community. Go ahead, you know you want to try it out. Number 2, Spelunky HTML5. Spelunky is a roguelike browser game that involves cave exploration and hunting for treasure. What's so amazing about this game is that every time you play, caves layouts are different, so there's no knowing where you're going to be next. The longer you survive, the deeper you go and the more treasure you can find. Spelunky HTML5 plays great on most browsers because of the HTML5 format, and is going to be great for Chromebook users as there aren't many games that they can play on there. Another great platformer that you can enjoy on your browser. Number 1, Infinite Mario Bros. Who doesn't like Mario? I mean, I really don't know of anyone who doesn't. Since the craze of browser games began, the Mario series has been tried and tested with no real contender to the original, until Infinite Mario Bros. Came along. This game works perfectly on all computers. Originally created by the Microsoft creator Notch, the fan-made game is a homage to the original Super Mario Bros. Released way back in 1985. Whoa. I was not even born back then. Infinite Mario Bros. Is available for use on browsers and is completely free to play. Check it out today.